Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. This is being posted while I'm in the air, okay? I'm asking for traveling grace, and this should hold you over until I get home and get situated. And I have another story too. So I'll be posting like two things. Let's get into it. Now, I didn't listen to this. I saw the caption. And clearly, Apollo is just getting around to things, right? So the dentist break down the clash between Phaedra and Apollo's wife, Shireen, ex-wife. Shireen did not hear Phaedra call her a bad built bee. So that's what the dentist has said. Now let's see what Apollo is talking about. Shout out to reality underscore recap on Instagram. Her caption is Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phaedra's ex-hubby, Apollo, just now addressing the Married to Medicine cast trip. Let me make this big. Child, so he responded in four parts, okay? The first part up here, he said, first off, he said, people can flag this post if you want to. He said, this is social media. There are many pages, and nobody's going to shut me down or silence me. First of all, is anybody trying to silence Apollo? Secondly, he said Shireen was not a mistress. He said her morals and standards wouldn't allow such a thing. And he said the narrative is BS and Phaedra is brainwashing all of us. And it is completely ridiculous, right? And he said that to label Shireen as the other woman is totally insane. And how Phaedra loves to fabricate just for her own pleasure. And we know that to be true. He was like, the timeline doesn't make sense. My child was born already when I met Shireen. And yes, them boys, the baby boy Dylan didn't really know him before he went away. But didn't Apollo meet Shireen when he was in jail? She had already had the two boys. Honey, third, he said the scene at the beach on Married to Medicine, he said Phaedra knows good and well she wouldn't dare talk to Shireen like that to her face. So Shireen got them hands. And you know what? I have to believe Apollo. Because Phaedra's track record is so weak. I love Phaedra. But she's just not the most honest person. Let's get on to number 4. So part 4 is an apology to Shireen, right? He said most of you couldn't walk a day in Shireen's shoes. She is dedicated, loyal, loving, brilliant, a loving mother, a caring person who sacrificed her own wants and needs for the betterment of other people. He says she is genuine. She's a friend when you need her most. I can attest to that firsthand. I love you, and I'm sorry for putting you through this mess, Shireen. What? So Apollo had a little time. Maybe he watching on demand, child, like me. Let's keep going. Child, so fucking Diva got up out of his bed, called his sister, realized it was prom send-off for his nephew, and he said, let me get in the car and go to Huntsville. And he said, what's going on at Black Cigar Lounge? Because I'm going to be there tonight. I heard he made it about 9 o'clock. Let's look at the flyer. Child, fucking Diva made a flyer. Do you hear me? Funky Diva down to the bar, Huntsville, Alabama. Whenever I get there tonight, but it's Saturday, April the 26th. But look down there, Letitia. Tisha said, how did I miss this? You missed it because he woke up and decided to come to Huntsville. But I hope they had a good time. So I'm sure we'll see something about that later. Let's keep going. Child, when I tell you this is going to be something else over there with PK and Dariq on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and this divorce. This is what PK posted in his story. No one plays the victim better than the one who caused the damage. Lord have mercy. I bet he gonna ask her for alimony. I guarantee you he is. I can't wait to see how this plays out. Child, this is totally unacceptable. So this is coming from Atlanta Black Star. Honey Creek Elementary School was recognizing Ruby Bridges, right? So the parents are in an outrage because after the elementary school put whites only and colored only signs up above the water fountains. And like I said, the kids was doing a project on Ruby Bridges. So I don't know how long ago it is because they're not even supposed to be celebrating Black History Month. But the parents were outraged after segregation signs reading for whites only and for colored only appeared in Honey Creek Elementary display above water fountains in the cafeteria. The school district said it was part of an unapproved history lesson on Ruby Bridges Parents voiced concerns on social media and at school board meeting, arguing the method traumatized students. Now look, y'all have said that the children can't even know anything about the black shoulders that we stand on. Now you want to do a story on Ruby Bridges and just test it and see, because that's what it was. They was checking the temperature to see how would it be handled if we just put this out here a little bit. As you can see, it was not handled the right way. This is terrible. It said one parent noted her son was mocked under a colored sign. Proceed with caution. Have y'all seen this in your Walmart? These are like some extremes that the stores are going to keep people from stealing the steaks. They have put them in a fence. Walmart has been implementing several measures to address the theft. Child, look, you pull it up with that. I bet it has a little alarm on it. The world is suffering, right? But this is wild. Speaking of the world, this is coming from Occupy Democrats on Instagram. So, two Japanese automakers, Nissan and Subaru, announced plans to close all U.S. plants because of the new administrator's tariffs. There will be a loss of over 40,000 American jobs and over $10 billion to the United States of America. Nissan. We have a Nissan plant in Jackson, Mississippi. And from what I read in these comments, they are hitting the red states. This is going to be wild and crazy. Let me show you something else that's wild and crazy. Baby, I know y'all saw that video of Tokyo get mad at that woman when that woman told her that she do the SWV downtown situation on her. And Tokyo was mad about it. Well, I don't know if this is the same woman or she the one that got her another one. But baby, they said it looked like she found her a new stud. Baby, she's singing to Tokyo. She kissing on her neck. She's serenading. Tokyo smiling. I don't know what's going on. And baby, booed up. It's crazy. Listen to gospel music. Listen to Marvin Sapp. You got to go over there and listen to it, child. They listen to Marvin Sapp. Y'all, I forgot to talk about this when I was talking about the other Huntsville stuff. So Kimmy Scott is in this movie on Amazon Prime called Echoes, and it's out now. I think I'm going to watch it when I go home, and then we can talk about it. But she's doing pretty good. She's in the scene I saw, she's talking to, I think it's her son on here, and she's talking about life and death. She's talking about how you have the date of birth and the date that you leave here, but what matters is the life that you live in between, right? And he's in jail, but that little scene was really good. Let me know if you're going to watch it. So Charlamagne was on his podcast and he had a message for YouTubers, podcasters, and commentators. He said that he had gone out to eat with Wendy Williams, and she said that she feels like what's happening to her is her karma because of how she talked about people. And he said that we have a big responsibility with the microphone in our face, right? And so I'm going to take a little of that and I'm going to be aware of what I'm saying, because I never want to hurt anybody. That's not what I'm here for. But I think y'all hold me accountable, so we're good. Let's keep going. Child True T was on here for Hot T's podcast, and she had told us that there was some requests from Black Titanic's lawyer, and they're requesting a couple of things, but this one particular thing is what I want y'all to hear. Hold on.
One of the requests that Ms. Black Titanic's lawyer made was that the judge shut down the production of Love and Marriage Chanceville until at least $5 million of compensation is placed into an account to be turned over to Miss Black Titanic.
And child, at the end of that video, we find out that the $5 million is so that Love and Marriage Huntsville cannot use Miss Black Titanic's likeness. Let's keep going. Shout out to my baby sister for calling me on FaceTime. She was at the Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert. I couldn't be there Saturday night, but I'm on my way home. It's your girl Millie Chun. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.